I figured I would bring you guys on the second half of my trip to work. I just stopped by the store, got some rations. Like a total Mormon, I forgot to bring an extra battery for the camera. It is hugely rainy out here. There's points where we're getting wind that's causing the rain to go a little bit sideways. I am sorry for the loud windshield wipers. That's a thing in this van. But yeah, the rain is definitely picking up. It's approximately noon, right before noon. September 15th, 2020, middle of Hurricane Sally. Now, I'm not going to be able to put titles or anything on this video because I'll probably be directly uploading it to my YouTube from work, so I can't do any sort of fancy editing for this update. But I want to give you guys a view of how it looks on the roads right now. Conditions are absolutely awful. I've seen a couple limbs down, but luckily, not a whole lot of crazy damage. I think up here on the right there's a limb down. I don't know if you can see it. There were already some line workers in my neighborhood, I think, repairing an electrical wire this morning, which will be common. You know, those guys are the heroes in this kind of situation. I remember during Ivan, they came as far as freaking Canada. We had Canadian workers in my neighborhood in Pensacola, Florida, putting lines back up. It was wild. So, thank your electrical company employees and line workers from all over the country. Anytime there's a disaster like this, those guys travel and get us running again. So it's apparently 100% up to me to make sure that capitalism doesn't collapse, so I am on my way to work. There may not be another update until I come home. I know it's going to be a madhouse up there where I work, so probably not going to be able to do much. But the kitties are okay. Asher went with Eva, and Percy and Coconut stayed with me. And man, they did not want me to leave the house. They wanted me to stay and give them lovin's and food, obviously. The outside kitties, this is gonna sound weird, but I noticed recently that one of the vents that lead to the crawl space under my house had been pulled open. And this morning I heard some of our porch kitties up under the house, so I guess they figured out how to get under there. So I think they're going to be okay. Which I don't really want them under my house, but at the same time, it's better than them being out in the storm right now, so they're forgiven. I hope everybody who's dealing with this storm is staying safe. Other than a whole bunch of rain, a little bit of wind, we're doing okay. Originally in my last video, I thought I was going to hit tonight at around 7 o'clock or so, but it looks like it's actually going to hit tomorrow completely at around that time. But we are in the middle of some of the big bands and stuff. It's just, this is the slowest storm ever, guys. Thankfully, it's hitting more shallow water, and the temperature has cooled down, and on top of that, the pressure for this storm has been staying remarkably constant at around the 990 range. It hasn't dropped very much at all, so it's not a well-organized storm anymore, thankfully. So it's gonna beat itself up. It's gonna beat us up too, but it's gonna start to fall apart as it gets closer to land. But we still are in for some righteous rainfall and some 60-mile-an-hour winds or so when this thing gets closer. But all in all, we're doing all right. So I want to say once again, I appreciate y'all's support and keeping up with me on these updates. You're the real MVPs. I always appreciate having somebody to talk to, you know, especially riding out something like this alone, having to go to work during it. sucks, but I think we're going to be all right, and I hope you guys are too. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll put up another update as soon as I can. Thanks, guys. Bye.